Welcome to day 11 of our January challenge 2020 and our 10th day looking at the Seal Lullaby with Lauren Scott's lovely arrangement. This is going to be your last day before having a rest day. So last day of something new, and then tomorrow will be a rest day. I will provide you with a video tomorrow where I'm just going to play through everything we've done so far. Okay, we are halfway through the piece, but after this one, I think you have tackled all the most trickiest parts. Okay, so we're kind of now at the summit of that hill. So really well done, and keep it up because you're doing great. Okay, so I'm actually going to play from yesterday into today because today is kind of the answer phrase to yesterday's. So I'm going to start with what we played yesterday, just going into bar 32. And you can just follow it along if you like, and then we'll work on our newest part going into 36 today. Here we go. 1 and 2 and. Okay, so let's have a look at today's learning. So we start with these two C's, an octave reach, going into bar 36. So I'm going to do that 1 and 4. I'm just going to allow my hand to open up, and having played the thumb C, I'm going to move my thumb to the A. Okay, so really put those 3 notes together, because those C, C, A, they're all leading to that A. Okay, so let's just do that again. C, C, A, 1 and 2 and. Okay, lovely. And I'm allowing lots of space in my hand so that my thumb has somewhere to go, somewhere to aim for, and then I know I'm going to get a good quality sound note on that A. Okay, then I'm going to play B, C, which is I'm going to do 2, 1. And then I've got C and B. You can either do that 1 and 3 or 1 and 4. It's not quite an octave. The lowest note is the red, the thumb is on a B. It's whatever feels comfortable to reach out with as you play it. Okay, ooh, clashy sound. It's okay, it's meant to be there. Okay, so then we're going to do G to C. Then we've got that clashy sound again. Then we've got one of these little snaps. There's a bit of a leap up to D and E. It's the 2 clear strings between your colours there. And then leaping down for a C, G, A. Now we did this move back on day 6. We did that. Leaping to that chord then. The C, G, A, you can either do that with a 3 and feel the stretch between 2 and 3 because it's quite an awkward reach, or you can do it with a 4. I would do whatever you chose to do back in day 6 because it's the same move. So it's really good to have that same feel both times. Okay? And then finally we leap up. Again, it's an F octave. Don't worry about that top note. Feel free to write an F in if you want. No shame in having that written in when there's that many ledger lines. But it's just F, F, F. So we've got the octave on here. We're going to play the thumb. We're going to bring it back and play the thumb again. Okay? So F, F, F. So the thumb goes straight back on, but the 4 stays off once it's gone. Okay? Now, like we did on day 6, having done this chord here, and we want to practice this move quite a bit. I want to just practice playing that chord and moving up to our F octave without doing a major head move. So my head was sort of looking at this, whilst also being able to look here. My eyes can go from there or here. And then I just move slightly to focus on where the 4th finger is. And I'm trusting the reach and my peripheral vision to see that that top thumb is also touching a black string. Okay, so let's try that again. Let's just do that chord and the leap. So the C, G, A, which you'll either do 4, 2, 1 or 3, 2, 1. Make it the same as whatever you did on day 6. Hopefully you'll know what you did on day 6 because you'll have written something in. Okay, here we go. Chord, leap, F, F, F. Okay, let's try that again. I'll count you in. 1 and 2 and 3 and chord and. Okay, then let's put the little snap that happens before that chord so that we're practicing the D, E, moving to that chord and then moving up to the F. Okay, so let's give that a practice. I'll count you in. And there's more time than you think. Try not to panic. 1 and 2 and. That's it. So we're just going from that snap. Lots of time. Try again. 1 and 2 and. Okay? And this is another one that you could try doing with your eyes closed. Chances are you won't hit the exact right notes. That's okay. That's not what the exercise is quite about. The exercise is about your hand heading in the right direction and heading in the right direction. Okay, so whilst yes, let's hope you hit the right notes, doing that size of a leap with a hand and your eyes closed, it's not a high percentage chance that you will, but it's about that confidence that, okay, I can get quite close when I'm not looking. And then if I am looking, how much easier is that going to feel? So making it a little bit harder for a minute to then be able to relax into it. So you placed on that D and the E, maybe just in your head, see where you're heading next. With your eyes open, that's okay. Where you're heading next. And then either look away, or if you can't resist looking back, then actually close your eyes or focus on me, okay? And we'll play it through together, okay? Here's our count. And I'm going to do it as well. I'm going to close my eyes. So we'll see if I land in the right place or not. Let's see. 1 and 2 and. Okay, how did you do? So if you heard mine, I didn't hit quite the right notes down here, but I did hit the F octave, which is really interesting. Okay, give that another go. So find your DE, think about where you're heading next, and then look away or close your eyes. It's possibly more comfortable to keep your head in its normal position, but close your eyes and just don't open them, okay? That may be the best chance of getting close to the notes. Okay, here we go. 1 and 2 and. There we go. So my head was in a better place, so everything felt like it was meant to feel. I hadn't put in a weird stretch, and I landed on the right notes. It's okay if you didn't. It was more about, now let's try it with our eyes open and see if that feels any easier. Okay, so let's go again. Now we're going to allow ourselves to look. Ready on that D and E. Here's our count. 1 and 2 and. Did that feel easier? I hope so. Okay, so let's put all of that right hand together. We started back on the C, C with our octave, and as we play the thumb, we move it to the A. Then we do B, C. Then we have our C and B clash. Then G to C. Another clash. And then this bit we've just done. Okay, so this time I'll count you in and we'll make sure we do it exactly in time. So octave C, and think about your thumbs heading for the A next. Here's our count in after 2 hand, okay? 1 and 2 and 2 and okay, hear how many times I was able to say the and. There's lots of space, okay? Left hand underneath that. Keeping it straightforward today, we have an F octave. So aim with your thumb and allow it to open up, and then just allow your second finger to land where it does. And then maybe a quick check, but that's on that fifth that is on the red. So we're on blacks and red down there, and we play F, C, F. Then we're just going to do 3 and 1 on the A and the E. Then we keep the E but move the third finger down one to the G. And then we're back to the F, C, F again and play it as a chord. Okay, so let's try that in time. I'll count you in. F, C, F in the left. Going to move to A and E. Notice how the thumb just moves down one to get to that place. Okay, so F, C, F. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and you can dump. Okay, so I'm going to try it hands together. I'll play this probably 3 times, so if you want to do just one hand, then just the other, and then try hands together, that's absolutely fine too. So whichever hand you're preparing, my right hand is on an octave C, my left hand is on F, C, F. My left hand's going to join in as my top hand moves to the A. Okay, here we go. 1 and 2 and. Notice how the clash doesn't feel such a clash now that the left hand's involved as well. Adding the extra notes of that hand fills out the chord and actually makes it sound much more pleasant. Okay, we'll try that again. If you did just one hand, maybe now you want to try the other. My right hand is on a C octave. My left hand is on an F octave, but has the C involved as well with finger 2. Here we go. Ready? 1 and 2 and. Do one last time. This time maybe try it hands together, and then you can always flip back to this part of the video to join in again later in the day. Okay, here's our count in. 1 and 2 and. Well done, absolutely brilliant. What I'm going to do now before we finish is I'm just going to play Yesterday and Today for you to join in with either now or to repeat back to later and try. So I'm going to go from the upbeat G into bar 32 so that we can add the question and answer phrase, put those two together. So my right hand is on a G going up to an E. My left hand is stretching out. I've got the lowest C on my harp to a G and I'm reaching for my E. Okay, and if you just want to join in with today's learning when we reach that point, that's okay. You could sit ready on that and just follow the music and then join in. That would be fine. Here's our count. Ready? 1 and 2 and. Well done, really good work. And I hope you notice how my top Fs were very gentle. So even though we've leapt for them, I'm not blaring them out. In the music, The dynamic marking suggests to decrescendo across that bar. So it's again just ringing out above. Okay, that's really super. Tomorrow then is a rest day. You can choose to watch tomorrow's video or not, or just use your time to practice through bits, but tomorrow's video is going to play from the beginning of the piece through to where you've got so far. So it would be a nice one to listen to at least, or maybe even to join in with. Okay, well done.